Right, so this is Unit 1, Week 4 in our reading series. The concept that we're going to be looking at is inventions, and our essential question this week is, how does technology lead to creative ideas? So if we take a look at this picture here, this is in your Reader's Writer's Workshop book, but you don't need to turn to it because I've got it up here for you. You'll see a picture of a guy who is an animator. So that's someone who is drawing cartoons and making them look like they're moving. And he is working on a project. But if you'll notice down here, he's using a pad that is helping him to actually draw what he's created in a sketch into a computer program. So this is kind of a way that artists have envisioned or imagined new ways to create visual images, especially in this type of work that they do, which kind of looks like a fun place to work, if you ask me. So he's using a graphic tablet and a pen called a stylus, and some of you have probably used one of those before. The stylus was a breakthrough or an advance so that artists no longer need to use a mouse to draw on a computer, because we all know that's a little difficult to use. Animators use these computers to bring images to life, such as characters in movies, television shows, and sometimes even in computer games. So I want you to think about what breakthrough in technology or new invention has led to some creative ideas that you know of, and what are some other ways that you might envision this invention being used. And be prepared to discuss that this afternoon when we talk about it during reading. So now we're going to talk about our vocabulary words that we have for this particular week. There's some good ones. The first one that we have is breakthrough. And a breakthrough is an important advance in something. So if we have an example here, Sam has been trying to think of a project idea when he finally had a breakthrough, and we can see that on his face. The next word we have is captivated. And when you are captivated, you are influenced by someone's charm or art or maybe even a skill. And we're usually really focused on what is going on. So here's a sentence for this one. Josh was captivated by the action movie in 3D. You can see that by the look on his face too. Our next word is the word claimed. And if you claim something, you declare it as your own. So in this particular picture, we have this young lady claiming her luggage. So the sentence that goes along with it is, after her flight landed, Marika happily claimed her suitcase. She was glad it wasn't lost. Our next word is enthusiastically. Enthusiastically. And in this case, these are some fans, and they are showing a response that is great interest or excitement. So the fans cheered enthusiastically when their team won. Our next word is envisioned. Envisioned. And when you envision things, you imagine what might happen. Either they might be good or bad sometimes, but it's stuff that will happen in the future. And our sentence for this one is, as Sarah stared at the map, she envisioned traveling all over the world. Our next word is devices, and we use this one a lot in our classroom, and they are things that are made or invented for a particular purpose. So in this sentence, many people use electronic devices every day to tell time, read, and communicate. And in this case, to tell you how many miles or what your speed might be. So this is on the handlebars of a bike. Oh, and look, there's a second power. So it's using math. Okay. Our next word is passionate. And if you are passionate about something, you have a strong feeling about it. So this picture shows Mike, and Mike is passionate about protecting all animals from harm. And I think his dog is passionate about licking his face. Our last word for this week is patent. Patent. And these are papers that give a person or a company the right to make, use, or sell new inventions for a certain number of years. So this is a picture of a patent for the electric toothbrush. And you'll notice that its patent number is 6,000,083, and it was developed in December of 1999. So inventors who have patents for their inventions can make money from them. So they like to get those just to protect their ideas. Okay, this week our spelling is going to be focusing on R-controlled vowels. And you just kind of need to know that an R tends to change the sound of a vowel. And so it makes a new or a special sound. So they are also called R-colored vowels. And the phonemes or the sounds that they make are as follows. So we have one, the AR sound as in car, guitar, or even Arthur. Then we have the air sound, such as in care, bear, mare, scare, or aquarium. The next phoneme that we have is the ear sound, such as in the word peer. Then we also have sound, as in turnip, spider, certificate, and beaver. We also have the or sound, such as in manor, observatory, author, brought, or orchard. We also have the sound as in butter, clutter, and mother. Now you also need to know that usually the R sounds, like in R in car and or, always sounds like the or in for. The and sound the same as in bird, her, and fur. So all of those make the sound. So that's what makes it a little bit confusing, because it could be IR, ER, or UR. So you have to be getting to know your spellings of these words to help you better sort them out based on their spelling rather than on their sound, because they all kind of have the same sound. Okay, that's it for today. Make sure that if you need to take some notes, you are welcome to do so. You're also to rewatch the video if you need to know. You'll be putting your vocabulary words into your notebook today, so please make sure you get that done. Thanks, kids.